The Obama T-shirt, the Obama T-shirt. I showed that on the show last time. You can watch the other episode. What do you think of that? Just the government acting in a silly way, or
exactly? The whole episode just reminded me of when they pulled the Clinton book off the shelf before Clinton.
Right. I don't remember that.
You don't remember that? That was an unauthorized copy of Bill Clinton's biography, of course, with a lot of chapters devoted to the Lewinsky scandal. So the government,
it's all in Chinese, though, right?
That's right.
Clinton's not likely to read it.
Exactly. But in their effort to please the American visitor, visiting president, they actually ordered or banned the book right before his visit. And I think, again, they're doing a similar thing here. By pulling these T-shirts off the shelves, which I think is really counterproductive in a way, right?
But the whole thing about this is the way of this deeply rooted Chinese way of thinking. I mean, not to embarrass your guest of honor. I mean, this is the guest of honor, and this guy needs to be recognized and needs to be welcomed. So when you look back on that town hall meeting in Shanghai, I mean, it was particularly managed in that direction. People got to be friendly, you got to be warm, and this is the way that we treat our guests.
Decorum, politeness,
right. The civility. I mean, you're not supposed to be rude.
But let me ask you something, because it strikes me that this is an example where you get a clue as to the multifaceted, multi-level layer of the Chinese media and the control system. I don't think the people who made the decision to pull that T-shirt off the market were representing the higher-ups, any top-down decision whatsoever. This whole thing is really many different levels of control, the city, the people who control commerce versus the Internet. It's not a unified thing, is it? I mean, basically.
Well, it could be just some overzealous, as you said, mid-level officials.
Yeah, it was acting basically on their own,
who made that decision. But it did show, one, the cultural differences Professor Tung mentioned, but also just still the lack of understanding how Americans think. I think as a visiting American president, he would be probably happier to see that Obama T-shirts or my unauthorized biography with all the scandals to see the first in Chinese market, in terms of ideas and the freedom of speech and all that.
In terms of PR, that the government should be concerned, it would be actually a kind of good PR, because they'd be saying, look how open the society is now. They can make fun of the visiting leaders or something like that. And yet they blew it again.
I mean, one thing I'd like to point out at this point, as we talk about before this program, is because that leaders, the portraits of leaders are not supposed to be out there in the public. In China, there must be only one, and that's Mao's portrait out there on Tiananmen Square. And so other than that,
all the money.
Other than that, and then you're not supposed to put on another portrait of another leader. It means disrespectful, It means almost blasphemous at one point. I mean, you are making money out of this. That's blasphemous. I mean, it's not supposed to be, it's not even disrespectful, but that's supposed to be, you are doing something bad to God.
That is a true cultural difference. If you print the Chinese flag on your underwear, it's illegal. You will be sentenced to jail terms. And I don't know how many stars and stripes underwear you have seen in the U.S.
I better not reveal my underwear now. Flag? I don't remember what flag I'm wearing today. But
that's a TMI alert.